No, I'm just kidding. Can you imagine?
And dance.
And dance, yeah, the whole thing. That's. And welcome back to the Off the Clock Show. Joined again with Sean Gervais from Orbisec CRM and Marshall Hill from the Pints and Polishing Podcast and Hyper Clean Car Care Products. How you doing, man? Hey, Feliz Navidad, man. Jeez. Oh, sorry. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
I'm a bah humbug guy myself.
Yeah. I'm in the same boat. There's a household full of Christmas lovers in my house. Well, my eldest daughter, not as much. She's more on my side of things. I'm not too. I get into the Christmas spirit because that's what you're supposed to do. But it's not my favorite holiday. And there's
When did you know?
reasons. When did I know about Santa?
No.
What do you
When
mean?
did you know it?
What, is Santa
You know,
real?
when did you come out? Like,
When did I
you
come
don't like
out?
the holiday anymore.
That's true. You know, it's one of those things, where some
You
people.
have to almost like,
Yeah.
I just need to tell
Not
you
really.
here.
Yeah, not really a Christmas guy. That's a good question. You know what? I have a feeling it actually was in my 20s. Yeah, because so my earlier companies, I never did like staff parties or things like that. Not that I didn't see the value of it, I didn't fully understand that it was actually more than just that day. And that to me, I would rather spend my time doing a million other things. But to some people, like work is such a huge part of their life and they don't really have control over certain things that moment where they can like party at work is almost like when a substitute teacher comes in for the day. It's like you're still at school but you get to do all kinds of fun shit. So I never understood the importance of it. And I remember one year I was planning, well, we were planning a Christmas party because I didn't really want to have one. I didn't understand it, but it was broken down to me like, well, here's the reasons why. And that's when I think I had to admit it to myself first, was that, I'm just not a Christmas guy. Like I'm not. And so I said, listen, we can do the Christmas party, but I remember planning it out and not showing up. And then that was like a big faux
Seriously?
pas. Seriously, I didn't show up. And then I got so much flack for it. I was like,
Yeah, you plan the party. Imagine everybody there like, are we going to start? Well, no, Sean's not here.
yeah, I
Well,
was
it's an
like,
hour and a half. When's he showing up? Are we going to start yet?
I had a manager. I got it catered. Like I figured she was gonna run things and just
They're
my
all sitting like,
presence was
listen, the tacos are getting cold over here.
yeah, exactly. So I actually left the country. I was on vacation and I was gone. And they were just. I got back and I got so much
Christmas
shit.
on vacation is a great time. Like, it's wonderful.
The best, yeah.
I think one of my favorite times coming back from Malaysia was over New Year's. And so we crossed
Oh,
and
wicked!
we did a
Like
champagne toast. And
yeah,
then as you cross the line, you come back and you get to do Christmas again.
that's amazing. Damn.
Yeah.
Okay, see, like that kind of stuff is fun. There's
Yeah, it's
aspects that
fun.
could make it
It has
fun.
nothing to do with
Nothing to
this
do with actual
fake idea and like I'm all about Saint Nick. If you look back at history of who he was and why we had the tradition, is apparently a dude that felt for people and went and put gifts in their
Yeah.
stuff. Like, I'm in.
Yeah, like the origin story of it makes sense.
I'm
to me. Yeah,
in.
that
Like,
too.
on
Yeah,
that. Like, why'd the Christians have to go and take it and change it?
yeah.
I
That's
mean, he
true.
wasn't even born. It wasn't even cold then. They just like, I don't know. Who was the president? Like, there was a president back in the 40s or 50s or sometime that like said, hey, we're going to do it. And then I thought we'd have like division of church and state here. I don't know how this
Yeah.
became a religious holiday. I really
It's
don't.
true, 'cause the
It has
interfaith-
nothing to do. It's just about with maybe because he was a saint, but you don't become a saint until you go off.
Yeah. So then it's
So that
like,
means
well,
the Catholics then took and made him a saint, and then the Catholics are to blame for the Christmas holiday. I don't know how else to say it.
which is a pretty wild thing, And there's things about Christmas that I do enjoy that I miss. I don't know. It was different during my childhood, for example, and maybe for me in particular, my grandfather.
Favorite childhood present? What'd you get?
Oh, I know the one that I didn't get. I remember the one. Okay, the one I got might not make much sense to people, but my dad gifted me a piece of soapstone. You familiar with what soapstone is, or no? No? Okay. We have a lot of it here. So it's what they use for carving. It's like a rock a lot of natives use, and they carve things out of it. And so my dad gave one to me, my sister, and then all other cousins. And he gave us even tools to, everything whole start to finish, because you carve it and you make something. So I made a whale. I actually have it somewhere in my house. Anyway, I'll check for it. I'll show it next episode. But it's a whale coming out of the water, and then he gave us the oil that you basically lather it up. It's a really dull looking stone, but by the time you polish
And
it and
it
everything,
polishes it. That's cool.
oh yeah, yeah. So it was one of those things where I just sat down and thought about what I wanted to do, and I spent a long time making this thing perfect. And my dad told me that that was the actual gift. It wasn't giving us something that was ready made. It was showing us the process of seeing something to completion, making something with our own hands and stuff like that. So it was kind of nice, but that was one of my favorite ones, mostly because I got bonded a lot with my dad. He taught me about the history of soapstone and stuff like that. So that was good. But then the next year I wanted something with Ninja Turtles, and my parents didn't have a lot of money, so they couldn't get it for me. And so they got me kind of like a poster of Ninja Turtles, and I was like, yeah, you kind of missed the mark. And I remember being really upset. And then I got mad at my dad that year about something. He took the Christmas tree down and never put it back up. And that was the end of Christmas for us. It was just full stop. That's it. It was just done. So I think I want to say 7. I was probably about 7 years old. And that was just the end of Christmas at our house. And so my dad was never a big Christmas person.
Yeah,
I know
Dad.
we're uncovering a lot of like childhood stuff.
I think there's like a bunch of us 40-year-old men that are going, damn, I wish I was a little bit more like him. Like,
Yeah, I wish I
I
had
think
the
we're all
stones
getting
to
tired of this. It's
Yeah.
so much.
Yeah. You know what?
It's too
Marshall,
much.
this
When
is-
my wife asked me what I wanted, I said, listen, you and lingerie, that's it. Like, I
That's
mean,
it.
what else do I need?
Yeah, yeah, and top or bottom or both, it's your choice. It's 100%. If you want to put a bow, that's cool too. I'll unwrap the bow, but I can't escape Christmas in my house right now. So we have 4, 5 trees in our house, all decorated, which is insane. So like different rooms, everything. I remember my brother-in-law came over for a visit. He was like, "How many trees do you have in your house?" So well, let's see. There's one that room, that room, that room, that room. Oh, there's 2 outside, and then we have 2 giant nutcrackers guarding the door. And when I say giant, I think they're 6'3", and yeah, they're just massive. They're made out of
Full on.
magnesium.
You're one of those
Heavy-
people that full on decorates the entire house.
Oh,
Your wife,
yeah.
I guess, not
Yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah. Of course. I just swiped the card.
I don't think that's a big part of why I don't like Christmas. Is I remember being the one that always had to put the decorations on the goddamn tree. I didn't want to do it.
Oh, we
And
got a
then,
kid now.
I did get the one gift. I just only remember one really, and I don't remember really getting anything I ever wanted. It was just stuff I needed, right? They would always get like
Yeah.
clothes for the next year, right? Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's just stuff that you could go makes sense for what my parents were doing. Like you
Yeah.
go, hey, in Oklahoma back in the 80s, makes sense you would do that. Like,
Makes sense.
I got a skateboard maybe, but it was mostly stuff for like, hey, you're going to need this, so we're going to give it to you for Christmas, right? Like,
Yeah.
I never really I was always opening up gifts like, okay. But then I remember other people in the family from the other side, they were grandmas, they were like, everybody's going crazy, like, right.
Oh, God, yeah.
Okay. Like, all right. I'm not going to complain. I wasn't like you. I just kept my mouth shut and I just was
Oh,
like,
yeah, yeah.
okay. I did get, and I will always brag at my dad for getting me this. The one time I got what I wanted. And that was no doubt. It was a Christmas story for me.
Okay.
It was the Red Ryder double pump action. Like you load the BBs. I fucking loved that gun. Loved it. It was a
Hell
blast.
yeah. See that's a fun gift though.
It was a fun gift.
And that's not something like, oh, we know you're gonna need this next year. Like that's just a
No, that was I wanted it, and Dad finally caved and got it for me gift. And might have been 2 years, 3 years later. Who knows?
Yeah.
I don't
But still-
remember exactly when it came out. I just remember I always wanted it,
Yeah.
and I finally got it. And like, okay.
That's almost the best too, because you didn't see it coming. I find now a lot of it is
But what are we talking about?
make me your list and then
We're
I'll
only associating Christmas with gifts. Things we got, things we didn't get. We can all have that moment, and that's why I don't like the holiday.
yeah.
Like, it's just about I don't like that gift. Well, then you should tell me what you want. Okay, well then it's not really like this. No, it's just a moment to say, here, get me this. And that's
Yeah,
literally what my mom does now.
basically.
She
Oh,
tells the family,
just give me this.
"Yeah, send me the Amazon link. Send me what card you want as
Mm,
money on. Like
yeah,
there's nothing
I know what you
magical.
mean.
There's nothing. I
It's
think you
true.
and I
Yeah,
both agree. One of our favorites is like the Dirty Santa or the Black Santa or whatever,
yeah.
like, or the Quiet
This
Santa, whatever people
Secret
call them,
Santa.
like Secret
Yeah,
Santa, like stuff like that. To me, is a lot of fun.
that's a lot of fun. Yeah, the thing I like about that too is so most people they put a limit on like how much you can spend so that everybody's kind of fair, and it's not so much about the limit, but it's working within that constraint. You have to get kind of creative, like what could I get for X price that this person's
Mhm.
actually going to like or enjoy. And
Mhm.
so oftentimes people make a lot of things, or you go and you buy a
Do you
couple
do the
things
ones
for
where
the year.
like you take it and then people can like steal it?
Yeah, yeah, like in the office, what they call it, Yankee swap or something like that. They
Yeah,
call
people call them all. I mean, that's when it's like, is it Dirty Santa? Right?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
we
yeah.
already. Have you watched our favorite Christmas movie yet? Have you watched it? We watched it the other
No.
night.
Oh, you did? No,
Dirty
no,
Santa.
not as
Yeah,
yet.
yeah. Bad
Our
Santa. Bad
our
Santa.
movie. Oh yeah, our
Watched
movie
it the other
nights are
night.
starting
I'm about
tomorrow.
ready to watch Bad Santa 2.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The
Here's the
best.
thing. Our movie nights starting tomorrow, and I like to watch those back to back. I don't know
Yeah,
why,
good
but
call. Good call.
yeah,
Now
yeah, yeah.
what was it the other night? We went and watched Five Nights at Freddy's 2.
Oh, okay, yeah,
I think now
yeah.
I think tonight we're gonna go watch I don't know, something. I was just told we're gonna go watch a movie. And then the Fire and Ice is out. And then
Oh, my
the
kids were telling me.
yeah, I think we're watching that one or something.
Yeah.
I think
Okay,
so.
nice. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And
But I'm with you. I love watching movies, and I mean,
yeah,
Christmas is a great time. I love to
yeah,
watch a movie on Christmas afternoon. Go to a theater. This is a great time to go to
100%.
theater
Yeah,
and
yeah.
watch a movie.
I don't do the theater, but yeah, yeah. But yeah, I can't
I'm
do
still
theater.
a theater guy. We still
Yeah,
waste way too much money.
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, we'll blow
Yeah.
$120 tonight,
Jesus. Yeah, yeah. Just
easy.
going
Just
easily.
going to the movies and eating popcorn. That's $25.
Oh man. Yeah, yeah. That's wild, eh? How much that's gone up. Yeah. Has the portion
Popcorn,
size changed?
popcorn.
Yeah, yeah. But you look at those upsells, and then when I hear people that are having trouble selling
All right,
details.
here's a question. Here's a question I talked about yesterday on the Pints of Polish podcast.
Okay, okay.
I'm curious for you. There's a lot of theories, and I bet you have your ideas, which is why I bring it up. I think it'd be interesting listeners to post inside of the group ideas that they have too, pro or not good. I mean, everybody's different because of the clientele, right? Like the question was raised: do you give a gift to your customers at the end of the year? And I had customers that gave me gifts. Like
Yeah.
I didn't have the. I need to think about giving a customer. Those weren't my customers. I did
Yeah.
have the ones that worked, which I shared about, like at like Duke Energy and some of those type of places. But they just loved that I was there. Like they didn't. I never
Yeah.
gave them anything except like a punch card every once in a while, right? Like it wasn't. It was just kind of stupid, right? Like
Yeah.
they just love that I showed up. But there's a fascination with giving their customers a gift, and I'm curious what your thoughts are.
Yeah, no, we're the same. Yeah, we don't really do the gifts to customers per se. Even the customers we have they've been with us for 4+ years, and they're great. We don't really do a gift thing with them. They often it's the same thing. They usually give us something for the staff, so on and so forth. A lot of them that are business owners will drop by and they'll give a couple gift cards, and we hand them out to some team members, stuff like that. So things like that. But the ones we do give gifts to are dealership clients. So we usually drop off something for their, admin or the reception, things like that. And we take this opportunity as well.
What do you mean your dealership clients? You mean
So
dealerships that you clean cars for?
yes, exactly, yeah. And so we give to those guys because those are really built on relationships. So is it with our customers as well, our general customer base. But first off, if you lose a dealership client, you're losing a lot more than just one client. You're losing a steady stream of business. But the second thing is those ones are really heavily built on like deeper relationships. I find, especially with the admin staff.
Mhm.
Oh my god, because
My dealership accounts, they all had their favorite places they wanted to eat.
oh,
And so I
100%.
would always bring food from these certain,
Yep.
it was like this dealership like this dealership like that.
Yeah, 100%. And that's where you have to get really good at profiling those
Yeah.
dealership accounts
Uh-huh.
because you got to figure out what makes them tick, what this, what that.
The Acura dealership is different than the Honda dealership.
Yeah, 1,000%, 1,000%. Yeah, you're absolutely right. It's funny actually. So one of our clients is the Land Rover dealer, and what we always drop off there is really expensive coffee, and we always put it with a little note. We know the coffee here sucks because their coffee in their waiting room sucks, and so none of the admin staff want to drink it.
Oh, okay. They know it.
Yeah. Oh, they know. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. 100%. So we draw. Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's like an inside joke, but we only
Okay. Well,
learn
you
that.
didn't say that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Good point. Good
It
point.
was like
So we learned that from talking to them, and one of the best
the
questions
Greg
to ask them.
Masterson lesson that you learned, like
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. We sent over some strippers, and then they had foam cannons, and
the
yeah,
shock value, right? The
no, no,
shock
I know. Yeah.
value.
Yeah. Yeah.
We
But
know that your stuff sucks.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
here.
they love it. Yeah. Do you know how we got that client actually? This is kind of a funny story and something that people could do. It might
Greg?
potentially work.
How did Greg help you get that?
Yeah, yeah. In a way, he did because of shock value. But we printed fake parking tickets, and we went in their parking lot and we put them under the windshield wipers. And then they came out and they saw this ticket. We made it look like a real ticket and everything, but it said it was from the beauty. What was it? The beauty bureaucrat or something like that. And it was like we can make these look great post and pre-sale. And then we just listed like some stuff we could do for them and a number. And anyway,
They
that's
didn't get pissed off and say, "Come get your trash off my car."
no. They might have got pissed off, but they called us and the person we talked to, Julia, she was
Somebody
great.
got pissed off that they had to go pick every one of them
Probably,
off
yeah,
the
they were
car.
like, fuck, yeah. Oh, and plus we put it on about 50 new Rovers, like at least. Like it was just boom, 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 boom under all of them. But
It's worth a shot. It's
Yeah,
worth a
worth
shot.
a shot. Fuck, why not? You know. But talking with them, we were like, hey Julia, what's your favorite thing about working here? Like, why did you choose here versus applying? You know, there's a lot of other dealerships and stuff like that. And she was telling us stuff she likes, and then we are like, all right, so what do you hate about working here? She was like, honestly, the coffee stinks. And I was like, interesting. Put that down as a little note, you know. And so now that's what we do. Boom. But we also use this opportunity. New dealerships or dealerships that were working with us, we hadn't really heard from them much, or maybe they took on their own detailing, you know, in-house. It's a good chance to see how things are going now. So we send them something as well, and we say, looking forward to talking with you in 2026 or whatever the year happens to be, and then we follow
Well, let's
up.
talk about something that we didn't plan on. I didn't plan on, but just
All
hearing
right.
you talk about dealerships, I think it's an interesting moment because I think going into 26, there's going to be people that are going to go, I need something.
Mm. Yeah, yeah,
You look around enough on Facebook, there's plenty of people that
yeah,
could use just a little bit more steady income, like you're talking about.
yeah.
And
Something.
dealerships, it's interesting. Dealerships are interesting for a detailer.
Yeah.
Like, could
Loved
you?
and hated.
Would you? Yeah, loved and
Yeah.
hated, right? You're exactly right. I don't know if I shared this story about the dealership principal's son that is on my stepson's soccer team. Wait, the grandson is on the team. The son is more our age that I was
yeah.
talking to, and he was giving shit about he dropped his wife's car off to get a detail, and it looked terrible.
Jesus.
And
Yeah.
so he was going to have to go in and like
Yeah.
clean up. Come on, man. You know you treat them like the redheaded stepchild. Like,
Yeah.
come
so,
on, man. Like, what are you talking about?
Obviously.
Like, there is a real theory in dealerships that detail. It's the redheaded stepchild. What does that mean? That analogy goes back to Annie, the orphan Annie. And if those of you are old like us, you can go back to those original movies. It was a shit show. I like the
Yep.
pretty little thing that they got now, right? Like orphan Annie. If you're a redheaded stepchild, you're the shit, and you're treated like shit.
Yep.
Not like you're the shit the way it is now. Like, oh man, you the shit. Like, no,
Yeah. No. This
ain't that
shit
way.
like the other way, the other direction.
The old school way.
Yeah.
The old school way, and that's the way the guys, most of them in a dealership, are treated. If you're in any of those Facebook groups that people at dealerships post pictures in, just understand. I just really want you to understand the moment of them at that dealership. They are mostly treated horrifically. You would be insulted and you would walk out. You would never let somebody talk to you that way.
Yeah.
But they are constantly treated horrifically.
Mhm.
I just needed to say that. Like, I don't know why, but it
Yeah.
was like in the moment, it's like, dealerships and detailing, it's always interesting. I think is you got to talk also about this character before that was with one of the ceramic brands. And he was starting up. They were this owners, and they were going to go do
Mm,
this thing. And
yeah.
there's a lot of people giving him shit now because he's now with a coating company, not as an owner, but as an employee, but showing all these cars that he's starting to help dealerships
Mm,
solve their problem.
yeah.
Detailers are bitching and moaning about it inside of the Facebook groups. And you go, guys, I'm not going to, business is business. He sees the opportunity, but y'all want to fucking like yell and moan and complain about somebody else having success when you could go do it in your own town. Dealerships need
100%.
you. He's
Yeah.
proving it.
Yep.
Almost in a sense how you and I have talked about, like, okay, well, you can talk to detailers all day long, and if they don't ever do anything with marketing or marketing to people, when does somebody just go take the reins and
Yeah.
go, guys, you're missing the opportunity. We're not going to miss the opportunity. You get cut out, right? This is basically what he's done. And he's gone over and he's starting to land dealerships for this coating company.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, the opportunity's out there. He's proving it. Not
It's
necessarily
true.
with that brand, so to speak. I don't mean that. I'm just meaning dealerships in a
Concept.
whole
Yeah.
need detailers. They
Yep.
need it.
100%. And what you have to do is figure out, like, for us, we sat down and we had to take a look at things where we wanted the business to be. And my business partner Nick, still to this day, wants it to be fancy, and I want it to always scale. And it's hard to scale fancy. It's really easy to scale the other side of things, though. Like, you can scale simple, right? And a lot of dealerships, all they're looking for is simple. And I find that the big part of the tug of war comes from the, am I a detailer? Am I a business owner? Or am I an artist? Am I someone that should be treated as I'm, doing magical work? And whatever side of the spectrum you land on, just understand it's going to either open or restrict your opportunities to take on certain clients, one of which would be dealerships. And
Well, even an artist, because you're right. I was just going back in my mind, is going like, I believe that. I mean, even the work I've just recently done,
yeah,
I believe I was an artist.
yeah, yeah.
I think it just depends then on what level do you consider your
What level do
artistic.
you consider yourself? Yeah,
Yeah,
it's true.
like fuck, we put a
It's
ceramic coating on a car.
yeah, yeah,
I encourage my customers to touch the car.
yeah,
Oh, kick me out of certain levels then. I don't care.
yeah.
Because he did what
Absolutely.
I tell every customer they do. When you touch that car, something's going to happen in you.
Yeah,
I said, it's a bunch of guys. So we were just talking about like, listen, man,
yeah,
you might kind of get a little like, sure enough, he touched it and he grabbed himself.
yeah, yeah. He was like,
You
whoa.
got a little chubby, didn't you?
Yeah, I feel like a little
Like,
lightheaded.
it, there's a moment there.
Mm-hmm.
There's a moment where you're like, I was like,
A
yeah,
little funny.
rub, like you might get a tug too. Right? I gave a
Yeah,
little. So
a little.
it's true.
Yeah,
Very
yeah.
true on certain men. They start rubbing the cars.
That's true though, and I've been there. But here's the big difference for on one side. I was getting tugged, but no. So here's the case in point for me. So my mother is a genuine artist. Like, she's an actual artist. She makes visual art. She does commissions. So she's had people commission her for portraits and all kinds of stuff. She's got artwork in our parliament buildings here and hotels, all kinds of stuff. Hockey players have commissioned her. She's done quite well on those. However, they take her an extremely long amount of time, and they're the pickiest people in the world. She's so talented. She's done over 5,000 paintings, and then she got thumb surgery. So she could no longer use her right hand. So she taught herself how to paint with her left hand. She's
That's fucking
ambidextrous,
badass.
which helped. Yeah, the first like 3 days, it was like, ooh, I don't know about these ones. After that, they were indistinguishable. I couldn't even tell, was this one done with her left hand, her right hand, whatever it was. She's
I think it would be
extremely,
interesting from that moment when she
yeah.
switched to her left. I wonder if there's a transition on what she painted also, right? Because they talk
Ah,
about right-handed to left-handed creativity versus
yeah.
logic. I wonder if she also switched things she was
Interesting.
painting.
You know what? That's interesting. And there was actually, but I don't know if it was coincidence or it was So she used to paint a lot of hockey pictures. So it was a lot of, a big scene of a city. And then, so she got commissioned by some cities. They would put City Hall in the middle and then kids playing hockey around it, stuff like that. Stuff, big, buildings that were heritage sites in the background. And they would put that up in City Hall. She used to do a lot of those. And then she was telling me, she's like, I hate this. She's like, if I have to paint one more hockey player, one more heritage building, this and that. And so she did switch, but it was around the time that she got her thumb replacement. And so maybe it was just the other side of the brain was saying, you know what? I want to do this instead.
Logic side, right? Because the left hand's more logic.
It's true. So she started, now she does a lot more, now abstracts, but in between that time, she did a lot more landscapes. So she would do.
It'd be interesting for people to try and learn to. Yeah. I have after I've done physical therapy. It's like, hey, listen, for what I've been going through, to venture on to the other side, and as I come out, I know I'll make it. Yeah. So if you know you're going to make it to something, do you want to just make it? I'm kind of an extra guy.
You want to be exactly.
I want to make it plus a little extra. Can I come out of this? Yeah. Learning how to write and use my left hand, because I have to learn to use parts of my left part of my body just because I'm just learning to feel them again, like a stroke victim. Yeah. And so it's like, okay, well, in the same moment, it does help me. So I actually start grabbing things with my left hand, using things with my left hand. Yeah. And I know that's why I'm then more focused in the lab. Right? Yeah. More focused on doing certain things, right? Like I know that's part of it, just because I've gone through it.
That is interesting, It's
the right hand, I'm right?
Yeah.
The way I used to be. Yeah, all over the place.
Yeah. Oh, a squirrel. Yeah. But, So, but one thing that's interesting. I'm going to test that out too because I'm ambidextrous. I can use both hands, and so I'm gonna check that out. It's funny. My dad and my sister left-handed, which is not the norm. Normally, it's people are right-handed, and then me and my mom are ambidextrous, so we can use both hands. If I'm playing sports, I'm left-hand dominant. If I'm doing something else, writing, I prefer my right hand because when I was in school, I used to get in shit if I used my left hand. Plus, a lot of writing just isn't set up for left-hand people. The way we write, you're smudging everything, and it's a mess. But I'll always favor my left hand when I'm doing certain things, mostly sports, or like if I go to catch something, it'll always be with my left hand, always. But if I go to throw something, it depends what it is, which is strange. My wife found this out the other day. I went to throw something to our kids, and I used my right hand. But when I go to throw something to another, like a guy, I'll use my left hand. And she said she thinks it has something to do with what I perceive as the force I'm going to throw it with. And so when it's the kids, I want it to be more gentle. So I use my non-dominant hand and throw it to... I don't know. It was weird. She pointed it out the other day. She said, every time you throw something to the kids, you always use your right hand. And I never thought
it's interesting because you usually catch with your left and throw with your right.
Yeah.
I mean, and me, normal person.
Like a normal person. Yeah, no,
I'm just saying, like a normal person would catch with their left. Like, a baseball player. Yeah, like we would catch with their left, and then we would grab it and throw with our right. Exactly. The average normal person.
My instinct would be to do both with my left. So when I played baseball a couple times as a kid.
Was it Jim Abbott? Who was that guy that was a one-armed pitcher?
Shit, I didn't even know.
And he would throw the ball and then put his glove on.
Holy shit, that's amazing.
And catch the ball, and then he would have to, yeah.
I
think his name was Jim Abbott. I don't remember. Yeah, he was a Major League Baseball player. Damn. Probably like 10 or 15 years ago, something like that.
Holy shit.
I could be wrong on the name. I could be. But there was a guy that had this like partial arm, and he was a professional baseball player. It was wild.
That's amazing. Holy shit.
Fuck yeah, it is. It really is.
I love that kind of shit too.
What's as amazing as Jake Paul getting his jaw broken, right? Like, was that the perfect ending for you? Like, not just the KO, but was it perfect that, like, he now has physical damage because he ran his mouth so much?
Yeah, and it was because it was one of those, like, the shoe fits. You know what I mean? Like, it was one of those, I think so. Because if it was just, like, first off, I wouldn't have been happy with just, like, a technical knockout or something where it goes to points and stuff. I needed something that was, like, some damage. The thing I like about
Why? Why'd you need it?
So, here's two reasons why. One, I have a deep love for the sport. And I actually want Jake to win. believe it or not, because I see how much progress he's made in a short period of time. Because the reality is, anybody could be a good boxer. Some good boxers, you could argue, are born, but most of them, it's just training and dedication. And the fact that he is training and dedicated, he's
Nick, my partner
gotten to
said he
this.
looks a little chubby.
He does. He looked better in the like the videos leading up to the fight, which makes me wonder how much of them were like doctored or altered or something, where they run through AI first. Who knows? Because he definitely looked more fit. He looked leaner, more
And I
muscular.
thought Anthony may make sense because maybe when Anthony got into he looked a little like apprehensive at first. Like, I just
Yeah,
want to kind of check this out a little.
yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah. Because the
Whereas
videos.
Tyson came in and like was throwing blows.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He was like, "Let's go, let's do this." Tyson also knew he probably only had a
He
couple
didn't
minutes
have
in
a
the
long
gas
way to
tank.
go. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's different strategy, but yeah, no, you're absolutely right. I saw that with AJ too, where he was learning from his opponent. He's just doing the knowledge transfer. Let me feel him out. Let me see what's what. Once you get hit with one or two of the jabs, and you realize like, oh, that's what I'm working with. Game on. It's different. But for me, it was important for two reasons. One, if Jake comes out of this and becomes a even better boxer, it does add some legitimacy to him as a boxer moving forward. That he'll overcome this because all boxers take a loss, right? Most boxers,
Sure.
when they take a loss, they come back,
Yeah.
and so this will either make Jake stronger or he'll just never box again. And he's a wonderful promoter; he'll do just fine, and he's already done extremely well as well. So doesn't matter to him anymore. But the other part of it was I can't stand certain shit talking for no reason. Like when guys like Tyson, when they would shit talk, it's like, yeah, he's going to back it up though. You know what I mean? But Jake does a lot of talking. Like he makes it seem like, oh yeah, this guy is going to be light work. This guy's a piece of cake, and he just
What'd
doesn't
you
know what he's
play
talking
growing up? I mean, you boxed, you said, right?
Yeah,
Did you play
boxing,
any other
soccer.
like team sports or anything like that?
Yeah, soccer. That was a big one for me, and hockey. I played hockey too as when I was younger as well. But so I did both of
I
those.
didn't like anybody that talked trash. I didn't care if you were good or bad.
Yeah,
You talk
yeah,
trash, I'm
yeah,
coming after you. I want to
yeah,
shut your mouth.
yeah, 100%.
That
Because
seemed to be the way Anthony was, right? Like
yep,
he was like
100%. Because
once
he's
he, you're right. Like
genuinely a nice guy. Like when you hear him talk and stuff, like, and you see him how he interacts with interviewers or even just the general public when he's walking through, he just comes across as one of those like he even says it. He was raised, both his parents were there. They loved him
mhm.
very much. They gave him all kinds of opportunities. Like he was like, I was just wanting to be a fighter. He's like, that's just what I did. And but he just comes across as a nice guy, and he was like, this guy, I don't like how he's talking shit, and I want to shut him up
Bingo.
permanently.
I want to shut his ass up. This is why I
Yeah,
will always inside. You know who I'm talking about, but I won't say it publicly. But there's a guy I will always shame,
yeah,
and
yeah.
and it's because I was
Same reason.
standing at Mobile Tech Expo preparing my how to build $1 million distribution company presentation, and this fucking asshole walks by and goes, "Yeah, I should be the one leading that."
Hmm.
Who the fuck are you?
Yeah, and it's those guys you want to punch in the face. And be
Oh fuck
like,
yeah, I did, but
you
I,
know?
I I needed to put my headphone back in and focus on going
Yeah,
back over my presentation, which I fucking
yeah,
nailed without notes. That's the way I rolled
absolutely,
back. That's the way we do it. 45 to
absolutely.
minutes to an hour with zero notes. It was a great
Yeah.
presentation. That was the one our boy Chicago Auto Pros was at.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I've shared that story, right?
Yeah. 100%.
So he was at that
Yeah.
one. But yeah, this fucking asshole that I'll always
Yeah.
mock now. I'll always
Hmm.
mock. You talk trash to me? Right, motherfucker. Game
Yeah.
on. I'm
Yeah.
about to clown your ass. This is what I love about Yamin Yamal. People will see him. He is with Barcelona. They'll see him coming. He'll definitely come. Oh, let's see. Next year he'll be with some national team, I would imagine. But he always puts up the 304 or 405, something like that when
Okay.
he
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
scores. And you go watch the documentaries on them. He goes and he talks about because where he grew up, which we can all love about soccer. You can grow up in this like really impoverished area where he's like, listen, this is what we had, and they show it, and there's like these concrete little like places where people would sit. He goes, we would just clown. You would clown. You didn't want to be the person that got laughed at,
Yeah.
right? Like
100%.
You want to be the person that clowns other people. So that's why it's like, okay,
Gives you
game
that
on, motherfucker.
motivation
You
to
want to
try.
talk trash?
Yeah.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
Game on. Now we're gonna clown your
Yeah.
ass. Like you never want to be the
Absolutely.
person that gets clowned.
Yeah, and you know what? Those people, like that guy that made that comment, a lot of times that's just coming from their inner fear and their insecurity, and they're scared. They're like, "Oh shit, this person's taking the spotlight," and they're pissed off because I've had that a lot, especially with Orbis X, as we gained a lot of traction globally. Man, the people that talked shit in the beginning, and it was like that to me is like catnip. I just eat it up. I'm like, oh, let's go, like perfect, yeah. And they talk shit every step of the way, and I laugh about it. I'm like, there's guys out there that run software companies, and they've spent hundreds of thousands of dollars buying loyalty, buying, basically the guys that just ride for them, but really it's not based on them having a good product. And I just focused on, let me just build a good product, build a good community. I haven't had to buy loyalty or buy sponsorships. It's just, hey, community, yeah, salute. And but I love that kind of stuff. So yeah, that for that reason, it was nice to see some permanent damage done. And I think that it'll be nice knowing that
It's just
every
ironic, yeah.
time,
He's not gonna
yeah,
be able to run his mouth.
exactly, yeah, exactly. And every time he eats a steak and he hears that little click in his jaw, it's just going to be a constant reminder that maybe he'll tone it down. So hopefully this humbles him a little bit. I doubt it will, but yeah, I think someone that's made their legacy
Humble's
off.
for the wrong word because humble you would have to arrive at. No, his
Ah, fair.
whole aura is
That's
that.
true. Yeah,
No, there's
that's
no
true.
humbleness.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
it
His
was it was
that's
I got in the ring and I got my jaw broke by
yeah
this like I'm a badass because like
because of
that's the
that.
new
Yeah,
YouTube, like you just spin it.
yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah. That's
no, dude,
true.
you fucking got
Yeah,
your ass kicked and your jaw broke. Nah, no,
yeah,
I didn't. I'm the guy that got in the ring and got my jaw broke. Come on, look at me. I made
yeah.
all this money. Like, now we're gonna do that. And it's like, I mean, he's not wrong. He's like, I'm gonna take a little time. I just probably won't go into that weight class anymore. I mean, he's not wrong.
He's not wrong, but yeah, yeah. You know what I do hate though is the ones that, because I don't agree with the sentiment that we should give him credit or props for having the courage to step in there, because I don't think
I think there's a
I
lot of people that have the courage for 45 million or 55 million dollars
that's
to
what
go
I'm
dance
saying.
around in a ring. I think there's a lot of us that can have
Yeah,
that courage. So
absolutely.
you're right.
Because
It shouldn't be about
watching the
courage.
fight, I also didn't see very much courage. I
Yeah.
saw a lot of
Mm, mm.
400-meter dash.
Shit.
Yeah, yeah, I saw a lot of, and like there's gonna be those that disagree and say, oh no, he landed a couple good this and that, and I'm like, he didn't even move that oak tree, not even at all. Those are like, listen, as a former boxer, I could
There
tell
was
you,
never any of those like let's go back and forth. The
yeah,
times that there was punches, it was Paul doing this, trying not to get
yeah,
hit, and then he'd
yeah,
like throw a haymaker and like no.
yeah, exactly. And that's the thing. My old coach used to tell me too. He was like, punching without intention, you won't feel. So it was the punching with intention; those are the ones you feel, and that's why they have combos. It exists because you're setting
Well, the
up
combo
your
was the
shot.
knockout. He went down,
Exactly.
so
Yep.
Paul did this like an
Yeah.
idiot, like a young rookie
True.
idiot. Like,
Yeah.
all right, let me put my
Yeah.
gloves down.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. And a 22-foot ring too is huge. If anyone's curious, because it looks different when you're
Oh,
in
that way
person.
there he could dance around, huh?
Yeah. Exactly. Go measure that out. Take a measuring tape. Most measuring tapes, I think, max out at like. Well, no, they go to like 30 feet or whatever. But anyway, measure out 22 feet and just see how much room you had to run around. But yeah. So
All
for
right,
me, yeah,
let's
the courage.
get. We are what is it? The 22nd, 23rd.
23rd. 23rd. Bah
So
humbug.
day before the eve of the worst day of one of the
Yeah.
worst. Anyway, my bad.
The day before the
We're
day
not going
before.
back there. We're not going back there. We got a challenge though. I think you're gonna
Yeah.
win. I just
Yeah, thank you. I put out a pretty wicked video. I'll be posting it later today too. And I wanted to wait till you had seen it first, and then I'll post in the group. And yeah,
my
I made a pretty.
response to you was, I don't know how anybody can beat this.
Yeah,
Like
see, hey, that's yeah.
fucking great one. It was a great one.
Thank you, thank you,
Walk us
thank you.
through how you made it. Did you use ChatGPT? Did you
I
use
used
Luna? What'd you do?
good question. So I used three. I used Luna, ChatGPT, four, Luna, ChatGPT, Gemini, and Sora. So I used 4 AIs. Now you might be thinking, why the hell did you use so many AIs? And there's a
Because of
reason why.
Shawn. Come on,
Because
that's
it's
why.
Sean. Exactly. That's why. Yeah, yeah. Because what's better than one AI? 2 AIs. What's better than 2 AIs? Three. No, I'm just kidding. So the reason was,
You know.
yeah, no, I'm not kidding at all. Actually, you gotta use this. So I went to Luna to get my initial ideas, thoughts, and everything out, and just kind of spitball some concepts, right? But Sora, I knew was going to be my ultimate. In the end, that's where the video itself gets made. But Gemini was used to refine my brainstorming and the this prompt that I had made now in ChatGPT. So to put everything together, because I always get AIs to kind of critique themselves, and there were a couple ideas, and we were settling on something, and then finally this was what came out of it, which I'll post later. But I also used something called 11 Labs as well, and that was to do some text to voice. So in the end of the ad or the promo, I basically typed out some text and chose a voice, and then said, "Yeah, this is the voice that I want." Overlaid it all. In total, I spent 11 minutes making that video. 11 minutes. 11 minutes. Yeah, like nothing. And look at how great that video is. And it was just using the AIs to critique each other was getting a better and more polished result. So if you use just one AI, it's going to give you the best answer that it can based on the information it has, but it's not reviewing itself. It's just trying to make you happy. So it's just trying to give you, oh, you want this answer? Here's the answer. But unless you're actually asking it to critique itself or you're using another AI to judge that result, there's not really any further refinements. And so you might take that and say, oh, this is perfect as is. And then you get a decent result if you go to Sora and you say, hey, make me this video. But if you actually take the extra 2 or 3 minutes and say, hey, here's the prompt I'm thinking of doing, how can I make this better? You paste that prompt and you say, how can I make this better? How can I make this funnier, sexier, more punchy? How can I make this more Christmassy, whatever it is? Or, in the case what I did, how can I make this appeal to both men and women? And that's all I said. It gave me back a response. Then I went back to the other one. I said, here's the refinements, go. And that was it.
Interesting how appeals to women as like the man's the dumb idiot.
Yeah, it is. It is interesting. Factual. Factual.
And appeals to the man of, hey, thanks, all the world.
Yeah, yeah.
My wife is thanking you that the dumb idiot got solved, and now I'm gonna go
I'm gonna
enjoy.
go get life. Yeah.
Yeah, enjoy a night in bed.
Exactly.
If it were
yeah.
so true, I mean, that's what I was like. Fuck yeah, man, great. Like,
Yeah.
could you imagine if that actually worked for somebody?
Oh my god, amazing, huh?
They're
Yeah,
your
yeah.
customer for life.
For life.
Life.
Yeah.
And you, okay, maybe I one up yours and change it to be like, hey guys, how could you get that night that you really wanted in bed?
Yeah,
Have her
yeah.
convince you
Have her
to
convinced
get a
that-
gift
yeah.
card to.
Well, it's funny. My initial brainstorm started with looking to make a video for this competition we're having, 2025 Christmas, promo videos that we're putting together, and I want a video around having more time with your wife. That's how the brainstorming started. And Luna,
All right, let's
just
start there
assumed
then.
that was going to be sexual, and said no problem, and went boom, 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 and so yeah,
Because I think some listeners are going to go, I want in. I mean, they know they want in. They know that when they listen to this, they still got some days. We're not going to do a winner until next episode. So that's next Tuesday, according to Dre. So you got some time. You got 7 days. You're going to have plenty, trust me, plenty of time over the next days. Friday, I don't know how many, I don't know. Are you open? Are you closed? Saturday? I don't know. There's a lot of people that.
Are you breathing? If you're breathing, you can.
Well, I just want to. I mean, there's some people like, listen, I worked that day, and I'm going to go. I'm the guy that had to get talked out of working that day because so many people aren't working Friday. I think somebody said it was starting to become a national holiday, declared it as national holiday. So there's not work. Like, I don't know, right? I don't know. But if enough people are saying Friday's no work day, okay, you got Saturday and Sunday. Okay, you got Christmas afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
We all know Christmas. Okay, you're watching a game. No, you don't have to watch a game. You can do some work for your company. Look around. Look at the kids. Look at your wife. Look at your mom. Look at your whoever it is that you're around, and go, listen, I'm going to do this because I need to invest some time into future. Have a conversation about AI. What you're going to do and how you're going to create an ad for your detailing business using AI. Like, I really want you to ask some people, talk to people.
Yeah,
Just,
that's
I
true.
think
You'll
they're
get
going to,
great ideas from them that you wouldn't have thought of.
well, I think they're going to go, wow,
That too. Yeah.
whoa, you're working with AI.
Yeah.
Because this is still early, way
Yeah.
early for so many people. And
That's
if
true.
you will take the bull by the horns and you'll do the homework, this is your opportunity to then be there in the afternoon while other people are doing other stuff. You can celebrate your moment as an entrepreneur, looking into the future and working on the future and looking around and going, I'm going to take some time while everybody else is enjoying this show or enjoying something. I can look at them and know I'm investing in their future too.
And excuse me, it only took me 11 minutes. It might take someone that's not very well versed with AI 20 minutes. Might take you 25.
Let's just say an hour.
Okay, so
Come
let's
on.
say it takes you an hour.
Say an
yeah.
hour.
1 hour.
I watched
That's
Landman last night. I plan on watching Landman more this weekend.
Yeah.
Landman's a great show. I'm loving it. I had Tommy J, right? Because I said, hey, listen, after, fuck me, Santa, fuck me, Santa, fuck me. Like you gotta love the guy. Like,
what a crazy fetish too, huh? I like to be obsessed with. Oh, I really have a thing for Santa Claus. That's crazy. Oh man, but yeah, you could probably make videos just around that scene in a way.
whatever, right?
It'll
I'm
make it
just
more
saying
PG-13. No,
let's
of
say you
course.
have an hour.
Yeah.
1
But
hour.
an hour is tons of time. Oh my
You
god.
can do time to
No
research,
idea.
time to plan. An hour. Okay, just give yourself and your future. Look at your kids, look at your wife or girlfriend, mom, dad, whoever's there, and take an hour. And also knowing you're doing it for them, for doing it for you, for doing your future, because you're going to spend some time learning about the future. AI, like this is, and how can AI make you more money?
Yeah.
I'm excited. I know other people are excited too about taking just 1 hour this weekend to put out a video and then come into the group, right? Come in
100%.
to the Orbis X group and show us your video. We're going to celebrate it. We really are.
100%.
You might not win the trophy, but we're going to celebrate it because it's fun for what you did. Like, I'm going to put out my dumb ones. I've been holding them. I have.
Me too. I've been holding some dumb ones too.
I've been holding.
I'll put them
Well, I haven't done the amount of work that Shawn has. I've just been waiting for this weekend. I really have. I've just had too much on my plate of 26 projections and the products we're coming out with next. Like,
jeez, yeah.
Plus, I mean, the amount of work. I mean, we've got pallets going out of the end of the year. People spending money. Well, so the end of what we got to do is next week we got to spend like people are spending money because they got too much money on the books, so they're buying pallets of products. So that's what we've been trying to get out.
If they don't spend it, the government takes it. So it's like, well, we've got to invest.
Might as well buy products that we're going to use for next year.
Yeah. 100%. By the way, I got a message from Ken, so I wanted to give him a shout out too. He was telling me.
We forgot to talk about Ken.
Yeah, he said, it was. I was the Ken that you guys were talking about last episode. I said, oh yeah, I know, man. I said, hell yeah. I was talking to Marshall. I said, yeah, great guy. And he said, yeah, he's placing another order. He was talking with you about some stuff, and so he was ranting and raving though. And he said, oh my god. He said, you're not kidding. He said the products just work. He said it's amazing. And I said, well, that's why. When I was being solicited by a bunch of people, like, oh, work with this company, that company, I said, listen, I didn't, just land on working with Marshall by accident, I said, I took a look at who he is, the company is, everything, and I'm sure Marshall did the same with me, looking at, okay, we got to partner with somebody, who's it going to be, and I said, we found out it was a good fit because we shared common goals. I said, we're not here just giving away advice and all this stuff for free for fun. Like, it is fun, but at the same time we want to actually help people, so that's what the payday is for us, is helping people. And so we're not just doing this because it's like we need hobbies, like we could do anything, but we're doing this because the positive impact for us is
We
what makes a
believe in each
difference.
other. We believe in
Yeah,
what we can do for the industry. Like we
100%.
believe in the community. That's why we've always said
Yeah,
community, right? Like I mean
community.
that is why
Exactly.
we believed
Yeah,
in it. Like can you go on to Orbisex then can and you don't have to come to HyperClean.
yeah.
Go
You
on
can
to
order it
use your
directly through.
Orbisex app and you can
Yeah,
buy the product straight onto there. That's the whole
yeah,
beauty of it. That's what we want to try and really encourage everybody to do.
absolutely.
Don't come to our use your Orbisex app
Yeah,
to
it's right
use the
there. Leave it
products.
home.
Like
Yeah,
the way
exactly.
we'll get into Luna, then keeping your management of your inventory and all that stuff, and then offering to
Yeah,
your customers how they can benefit. There's so much that we can do through Orbis X. Is why I was like, Ken, I thank you for coming over, but don't like go through
yeah,
Orbis
yeah.
X,
Go through the
please.
account directly. Yeah,
Like
absolutely.
we're really trying to like because you and I are trying to do some
Funnel
stuff.
things that way.
We understand what
Yeah,
we're trying to do, and so please use the Orbis X app. And if you don't
yeah,
see it relevant enough, ping Shawn to make it more
yeah.
relevant. You
Yell,
know,
yell at
like
me. Yeah,
yeah,
like
like
hey,
but
bro.
use the Orbis X app to order a hyperclean product.
Yeah, 100%. And then that way, because what we have coming in the new year, it's going to be tied in where there's going to be a lot of new things you're going to be seeing that are available. So you'll be able to have, like kits and things like that pitched directly to customers, and then you basically are going to get to earn a percentage. So yeah, there's some interesting stuff that's coming. So definitely place the orders directly through there. It's really easy to do. It's on the main dashboard, and then there's also if you just orbisx.ca/ your app once you're logged in, and then slash hyperclean, and it's gonna just pop right up. But anyway, I'll share the link to in the groups. You can just click direct. But yeah, Ken was going off. He was like, man, amazing stuff. Yeah, yeah,
Mm.
and he
And it's
I won't
that's the
mention
fun parts. Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, I won't mention the
Mhm.
brand he mentioned, but he was like, man, I've been using these like top recommended, top shelf brands, so they say and everything. And he's like, honestly, he's like, nowhere even close. He's like, this is going to save me time. It actually works, and the customer's extremely happy. And that one vehicle he mentioned in particular that he was kind of nervous about, and then he said, yeah, just flawless result. He said the other products I would have had to be very cautious, And he said, especially with the matte paint and everything. He said, honestly, it was amazing. I think he even skipped like 2 steps or something. He's like, yeah, I didn't have to do this and this and this. And I was like, yeah, that's what the whole goal is: streamline your efficiencies. You don't have to spend 8 hours doing a job. That's what these products are designed for.
I
It's
also
keeping in mind.
detailed. I want people to realize that like
Yeah, yeah,
I
exactly.
still like I still clean some cars even this
It's true.
week, right? Like
Yeah, literally before we jumped
I
on, you were like,
don't
"Hey,
want to make it too
2 minutes
hard for
late."
my own self, right? Like
Exactly. But that's the benefit, and that's the difference is that, like, even with Orbis X, for example, like, I still own a shop. So when there's new features that roll out and someone's like, hey, it would be cool if it did this, and I'm like, already on the roadmap. And that person's kind of surprised sometimes. Oh, really? Someone already asked for this? And I'm like, yeah, Auto World, my own shop. Like we're building this because it makes sense, and
well,
that's
Stenson,
the
you
point.
build things also to simplify,
Oh,
right?
100%.
Because if you're going to quote unquote what we all want to do, scale, you
Yeah,
have to simplify.
you have to. You have to.
Have to,
Yeah,
right?
because you
Like
can't keep doing complicated tasks at scale. It's
you
not going to
can't
work.
buy this from here and buy that from there. And oh, we like
Yeah,
this from here. Okay, when this guy stopped by, we buy this. When that guy stopped, no.
yeah. What an inventory hassle, nightmare, and especially when you're buying from someplace. Cause well, it's a little bit cheaper. I save a little cost here until they have a stock problem, which we've seen. And it's like, oh, they just
Well,
don't
shit.
have
Did
it.
you see? Did you see? Black Friday, people like trying to do sales because they needed the money to get the
Yeah, I did see
come
that. Yeah,
overseas. Like hey, we're gonna do
we
a
need
pre-order so that we
pre-orders.
can
Yeah,
get it and we can get it coming over. And you're like,
exactly. Because without those orders, it's a
but you wanted,
yeah,
you're the guy that wanted to be the $1 million distributor. Okay,
yeah. Got it. Yeah, yeah. So that's where
you
you need to
can't
work
even
with
keep
someone.
inventory. Okay, sure,
Yeah, sure.
got it.
Yeah, you're
Clown,
you're the you're the
clown,
company I should latch on to then. I don't think so.
clown. I'm just gonna clown your ass. You should have kept
Yeah,
your mouth shut.
yeah. See, hey, this is the Jake Paul moment.
Hmm.
This is the 100%. But yeah, it's a funny thing how some business is conducted. It's because our industry Well, the one thing I will say, it's not just our industry, but the internet in as a whole. I was talking with someone about AI recently, and how there's a lot more kind of like fakes out there of different things. Like there could be a YouTube channel you love, and now there's a fake YouTube channel that mimics that one, so it's harder to tell what's real and what's fake. And it's one of those things that, like, the ability to be an imposter is
Does that
easier
come
than.
into detailing? Because you and I have talked about this of like, I love the safari stuff, and I love there's
Yeah,
certain safaris that I'll follow just to see, because they'll do like Cougar Safari something that I don't know the name,
yeah,
like
yeah.
something daily sightings, right? So
Hmm.
people they'll post some. Well, there's some AI safari. I don't know what's
Yeah, you don't know like what's real, what's not, and
that seemed a bit far fetched, even though AI has gotten so
yeah,
good. Like your video, the video that
yeah,
you did with AI is so good.
so good that it's like,
It's so good. I mean,
is that real? Is that
it's
fake?
cartoon, but it's
Yeah,
so good. Like I'm seeing more and more people like just
yeah,
real life. Like I can't tell so much if it's they're trying to
hundred
do it
percent.
more real life. And it's like, damn, you
Yeah,
guys are pretty good.
it's true. And what I see there though is, because there's the fear aspect, sure, but there's also a huge opportunity aspect as well, where the age of like consumers right now, they're very, very bloodthirsty for value, which is a big thing, but they're a little more wary, and they're going to get even more wary of things that they see online. And the more that there's imposters out there where they get scammed, it all stems back from how many times we've seen sites where, a site pops up, the product looks one way, you buy it, it shows up at your house and it's completely different, and you're like, ah, shit, they got
So
me,
how does
you know?
detailers we market against that? Is that put our
So
face in the videos? Because I think there's
that's
some
very
people are
good.
going to learn that, or they're going to hear what you're saying. They're like, well, the way to combat that is I need to be the guy on the camera talking to people so they see my face. Is
Yeah, I
it?
don't think that's the
I don't
no.
know.
Yeah, I don't think that's the way. I think what the way is going to be though is, nurturing relationships differently, and I think what you're gonna have to do is just start kind of staggering your touch points. So like we're already doing it at our shop. We've been doing it for a long time, not because of this, but just because that's how we wanted to build the customer experience. But we do a lot of phone calls with customers. Number one, we're starting to introduce a new system that we're working on where it will be AI doing some of the touch points, but in a different way than, it's hard to explain how it is. It's almost kind of like a voicemail. It's hard to explain, but I'll be posting a video about it because I think it's something that's going to be big 2026. But we're doing a lot more touch points and just kind of nurturing the result. We're done with the days of like, look at this before and after, look at this shiny car, look at this and that. We're more story building, but not the generic. I'm hesitant to say story building because a lot of people think it's just like about us. Here's our team. Here's the this and that. We've done that stuff before. Everybody does that. It's the
It's 10 years
that
old.
it is, and it's also it's very short lived. Like after you
And
do
that's
that once,
why
what do you do? Did you do it again?
I apologize. It's because some people are like, "Hey, you're talking about me." Like, I don't mean. I'm not really thinking about somebody in particular when I say they just want to put their face in the camera. Because of course, you gotta have at least your face sometime.
Yeah,
Agreed.
for sure.
But there has to
Yeah,
be, and that's where I really find. I think it'd be interesting if we can create this like s- somehow this story,
yeah,
something different, right? Like we talked about. I think I sent you that guy that doing that van, and his wife is
yeah.
scrubbing it, right? Just anything. Is there anything different? Not that you have to do every day. Is that once a week? They go, listen, I don't have that ability.
Hmm.
Luna,
Yeah, you do.
and then to
Yeah,
AI, you do.
yeah.
Even just watch Sean's commercial when he puts it out. Everybody
And you'll
go to
see.
Orbis X and
Yeah,
Facebook group and watch the commercial. Like you can do something like that. You really
absolutely.
can. It's a
Yeah.
really awesome commercial.
Well,
Not that
thank
you
you.
put out every
Yeah,
day. Don't misunderstand
yeah,
me. You
yeah.
need to have
Exactly.
your face in the camera on Mondays. And then on
Yeah,
Wednesdays, showing a car that's there. And then on Friday, this thing. Like, there's a lot of touches
yeah.
that have to happen, multiple
Absolutely.
things that have to do, not just one thing all the time. I bet you there's a lot of kids, and I am going to say kids because if you're 20, you're a kid. They
Hmm.
get caught
Yeah.
up in that. Like,
100%. Yeah. And that's where I think instead of us thinking like we have to combat the AI stuff in terms of like what's real, what's not, what's online, I think we kind of lean into it. And so putting out videos like this where you are clearly using I think that
you can even
is.
ask Luna, right? Hey,
Mhm.
what should I do in social? Give me a 2026 projection.
Yeah, of
What should I
here's
do?
here's
How
your
could I do?
plan. Yeah,
A plan.
absolutely. And I think too, if someone's looking at that, what I would do is to build onto that, do ask it for a 12-month plan, and then ask it for action items for the next 90 days,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
90 days. Yeah, not
yeah,
12
and then
months.
every
90.
but the 12-month plan. The reason I say to build on that is that I think is important. So you have the longer term vision, so that when you're doing each 90-day segment, you're working
Okay,
towards that longer
okay,
plan.
okay,
And
okay.
I think it should be a mix. That's I guess what the take home is it's got to be a mix of things. You've got to be talking to people on the phone. You've got to be present in your community. Try and get involved in some community events. Show up for things. Just talk to people. Hand out some cards. To put up billboards, places. Like you got to just do it all. You really do. It's going to be a lot of work, and that's where I think people are going to have to. This really successful businesses, I think, are going to start to separate themselves in a way where this is what I do. I don't do it all anymore. The days of, oh, I do the detail, plus I answer the phone, plus I do my bookkeeping, plus I do this and that. The businesses that are going to crush those ones are the ones that have dedicated people or assistants or whatever it is doing certain parts of it. And the fastest way to get there, because if you can't just jump into hiring, 5 people, is to use AI and to say, okay, well, the person that I used to pay to post for me on social media, I'm now going to have AI just write me out 90 days of social media I can post. I'm going to also take Marshall and Sean's advice and make a couple quick videos here and there, 15 seconds, short videos, doesn't have to be long. And then you start posting those with the help of AI until you hire someone that does something else. And then part of their task will be to do that part with AI for you while doing other stuff. But the businesses that start to bring on a bigger team, those are the ones that are going to shine, and the other ones I think are going to get just demolished. That's what I
And
think.
I'll put my little cherry on top of that of going. Anybody know who Bernie is? The old like guy that would run in political things. I think it's Bernie Sanders.
Bernie Sanders, yeah.
Little old dude, right?
I don't know if you should ever use the term "run" with Bernie, but yeah.
Great call. He made some moments, right? Got after, and he's still making moments. And he's saying, "Hey, I want to create this." I don't even remember, but it was so it wasn't just the 1%ers who got to take advantage of AI. Marketing,
Yeah,
marketing. Bernie's always marketed that way, right? If anybody remembers and everybody goes back, if Bernie's now saying the 1%ers have it and I want to help you guys get it, you can't wait anymore. You can't. Because now political people are trying to say they're going to help the average person get AI that the 1%ers are you. Everybody has it.
yeah.
But political people are now marketing. Once again, we can all remind everybody I'm non political. So it's not that I like or dislike Bernie. It's the fact that a political personality is marketing that he's going to help you get AI that the 1%ers get to use.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Fucking spend your homework this weekend. Look around at the people at your Christmas tree. Fucking even after you're done opening presents, go, I got to spend some time for your future and spend some time working on this. And I need you to post this for your own kids, for your own wife, for your own mom and dad that are there. Whoever's there with you, look in the mirror maybe when you brush your teeth on Christmas morning. Do it for your own fucking goddamn self. Bad Santa, let's go.
Let's go. 100%.
Like,
Yeah.
fucking get it done, man. Stop the
Yeah.
bullshit. Go spend some time with AI and let's see what you can put out. I don't know how many we should see. We should see a bunch of people posting. I'm going to post my dumb ones, okay?
Yeah.
And I'll post it out there and I'll go, I understand this is dumb, but this is for you other people that think your stuff is dumb and you can't post it also.
Yeah.
Get over it.
and get
Post
over
it
it,
inside the
100%.
group and get over
Yeah.
it. This is a time for you to spend some time growing, learning, in a community,
Yep.
and let's rise. Come on.
Absolutely.
Nobody else is talking
Yeah.
about this. You get a select moment above how many other people in the industry? How many
Yeah.
other people do you get? How many? Because I'm going to clown somebody, because that's what we're doing here. We're clowning. You got a
Yeah.
clown that's trying to motivate people and talk positivity. Clowning. It's got some great visual on it, but come on, you can fuck that shit. Spend time on AI. Really do something for your future. This is why Shawn and I do this, is so you can grow. You actually have a way. You do.
Yeah.
Spend
There's a
1 hour.
clear strategy. 1 hour,
Rip
60
that.
minutes. Yeah. Hey, you know what? After this, I'm gonna do a quick video on how to create a video. I'll do a start to finish. I'll record the whole process of creating a prompt to brainstorming, creating a prompt to creating the video to it being finalized. Everything start to finish. And if you can't do that and just reproduce that same process, then I don't know. Time to go for a hike, maybe. That was the other advice from
Go watch motivational
other
videos.
people. Yeah, like I don't know what to say, but it doesn't take much time, doesn't take much effort, but the ROI is astronomical. It truly is. And so invest in yourself this holiday season 100%. It's an investment in your family, and you'll be surprised too. Your spouse will actually enjoy it. I promise you. I send all of these videos to my wife, even the bad ones, and she'll laugh or she'll shoot me
Yeah.
straight, be like, that
Fuck
one's
yeah.
garbage.
Love
But
that
she'll be
idea.
like, oh,
Love that
nailed
idea.
it. Yeah,
Hey, let me show you what I just did,
yeah.
and let them
And she
laugh
loves
at
it.
it.
And she's wowed by it. You know, my wife used to be terrified of AI. She used to hate it. And she used to say, like, no, this is the end of humanity because that's what she heard online. So I showed her, I said, why don't you try using it? You know, she had to write a difficult email to someone once. That's where it started. I said, so you're not sure what to write? Why don't you just take that message you received, paste that in AI, and say, I want a response that sounds, kind and friendly, but empathetic, but professional. Write it back. Boom. It spit it back to her in 15 seconds. And she was like, holy shit, this is amazing. Next thing you know, she downloaded the app. She's got a subscription now. She uses it daily.
Well, it's just wife, right?
Like, it's
If
just,
those of you that have kids,
yeah.
you,
Yeah.
you want
Oh,
to
my
talk
kids
about a
are
kid who's proud of their
Yeah.
dad, and
Yeah.
just look at your kid and be like, "Yeah, I'm working with AI."
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it's fucking easy. That kid
Yeah.
will look at you like,
My God. Yeah.
"What?"
My dad's the coolest. Yeah,
Coolest.
exactly. It's true though. It's true, and this technology exists, and it's not going anywhere. If anything, it's only getting more and more prevalent. They're talking about refrigerators that are getting built with AI now. Our laundry machine has it already. It determines like the washer says, "Oh, this is the cycle I did." It tells the dryer what setting to change. Like this shit exists, man. It's not going anywhere. Like I had my. It's snowing right now. I had my little. We call it Scotch bonnet. My Yarbo plowing the driveway 3 times today because it's just continuously snowing. I got a message for our rental property where we have snow removal, and they said, yeah, it's going to continue snowing, so we're probably going to start the removal tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. And I'm thinking, shit, my driveway at home has already been done 3 times by a robot with AI built into it. And so it's like, this is the future. Spend some time, invest in it, because that way next Christmas the conversation you'll be having is what vacation should we go on because my business is running like a top, versus this year you're like, holy shit, how do I get more bookings? So that's the difference. Invest in yourself, guys. I don't know what else to say.
We'll see those videos on the Orbis X Facebook
Can't
group.
wait. Absolutely.
See y'all next time.
See you next time. Feliz Navidad, man. We'll see you.
Oh, Merry Christmas, everybody.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Merry Christmas. Bah humbug.
Or Happy Holidays.
Happy
or
holidays.
Bah humbug.
Bah humbug. Yeah.
Whichever.
I'm going with bah humbug.
Me too.
All right, I appreciate you as always. Guys, be sure also check out Pints of Polishing Podcast. The last episode was fire as well, so you can go back and watch that. And then be on the lookout. We got some exciting stuff coming. And get those damn videos done. I'm going to start banning people. No video, booted. This is your warning shot.
All right.
All right,
We'll see
man.
you, everybody.
See you soon. All right, cheers.